Anycubic Kobra 3D Printer Review. My passion for 3D printing and my drive to keep a 3D printer running well often clash with one another. Taking more time to troubleshoot why a print did not succeed or how to optimize the performance of the printer. Assembling the Kobra requires minimal effort, thanks to the included step-by-step instructions in the box. In approximately 20 minutes time, it will be ready for use and you can begin following the prompts on the touch display. After assembly and setup, one-time bed leveling, heat test, and the initial filament insertion should be done before proceeding to the test print. After researching, the source of my problem was located. Anycubic's initial setup instructions asked users to reduce the height of the print head until a sheet of paper glided smoothly. This is not an ordinary piece of paper from a store like Staples, so my print head was too high and caused issues. Adjusting it to the appropriate level worked wonders and yielded a plastic HAL, the standard test item for their machines. Using the Cure interface, I was able to slice a file for this printer. Anycubic included a micro SD card and USB reader in the box, making it easy to transfer files from my laptop to the printer without having to directly attach it. There were no instructions for using Cure with this printer, so follow a different set of instructions instead. Later in my review period, Anycubic supplied a Prusa Slicer config file that also performed great when preparing files for printing. Once ready, you just insert the micro USB card into the front of the printer and select the file you would like to run. Anycubic was able to provide support, which was great. However, if they wish to market their printer as suitable for beginners, better consideration must be made for the beginner experience beyond printer assembly and maintenance. Most 3D printers are available with little customer instruction, and this is adequate for those familiar with them. If the goal is to develop consumer enthusiasm for 3D printing, however, this is not an optimal solution. The Kobra was found to be highly consistent in print quality after the software was configured and ran for more than 100 hours. It has been observed that leaving prints to run provides a satisfactory output. The cooling fan at the filament source isn't strong, so it doesn't bring down temperatures fast. This can create problems when printing thin or narrow pieces. To compensate, small adjustments to the default output temperature can work around this issue in most cases. If you're trying to make something delicate or extra thin, it could result in inconsistencies along the edges. The build plate on this 3D printer features a spring steel surface that becomes flexible after cooling. Removal of prints is easy as the entire build plate can be easily bent, giving users the ability to clean it quickly and reliably. This creates a much better experience than that of older 3D printers, which often require glues or sprays to remove prints from the build plate. If Anycubic provides more comprehensive software support, rather than relying on the 3D printer community alone, this printer will potentially increase the number of people taking up this hobby.